Quakers believe that each person has a ministry, has a call, has something that the Spirit is calling them to do. And because of that, we believe that each of us has gifts and that we each have a role in our meeting community. So we each minister to each other within a Quaker community. So I'm one of many ministers, which is why I'm called a pastoral minister. I'm Margaret Webb. I'm the pastoral minister at New Garden Friends Meeting in Greensboro, North Carolina. I grew up in an unprogrammed meeting, and we loved one another and we cared for one another. But I do think that it's useful to have one person who is paid, released, to do that work, to tend to those connections, and to also help alert the wider community to needs. Some pastors take deep joy in worship planning and reading spiritual works and preparing their hearts and their minds for worship, and that's the center of their ministry. And some pastors find their center in religious education and in helping people learn about faith and explore faith. For me, the center of my ministry is really pastoral care. So I start there with my week, and then I build outwards from there. So a lot of what I do during the week is visit people. I visit elderly people who maybe can't make it to meeting every Sunday or who can't come to meeting at all anymore. And I visit people who are sick, and I visit people who have been hospitalized, and I visit people who are in crisis. And I provide a presence with those people. So a lot of the work that I do as a pastoral minister is helping be with people who need somebody to be with them. I put together pieces for meeting for worship. So if we have music as part of our worship, I help with the selection of music, and I prepare a message, which is usually quite short, that helps deepen our silence. And then I also often prepare other pieces of programming as needed. So baby dedications or vow renewals. If a couple wants to renew their vows, I'll prepare those pieces as well. Business gets done in Quaker meetings by committee. And that has been my experience in unprogrammed silent meetings, and also in programmed meetings where there's a pastor who helps with worship. Still, all of the work of the meeting is done by committees. So my role as pastoral minister is to just support that work, to provide whatever kinds of tools those committees might need to do the work that they're doing for the meeting. So I can't do all of the pastoral care of the meeting. That would be impossible. But we have committees that also help with that care. It's my role to be intentional about people's needs. And that also people who have gifts of pastoral care, which there are a number of people in this meeting who have those gifts, that they're being connected to people who need the nurture. So I'm the person who makes connections a lot of times. I'm also, in some ways, like a gardener. I provide the space of nurture when it's needed, and also empower other people to step into that gardener role. And I think some communities do best when they have someone who has been released to be their gardener. That's one of the ways that communities have found a way to thrive in the modern world.